The Gold Rush crew is accustomed to encountering peculiar injuries due to the demanding nature of their job. Nevertheless, in the case of Carl Rosk from Gold Rush, it wasn't an injury that necessitated his absence from the show, but rather an illness. Carl Rosk, a gold miner who collaborates with Ness mining team, found himself in a situation where he had to depart from his fellow teammates in the Yukon and make a journey to British Columbia for a surgical procedure. This prompts the question, what transpired with Carl Rosk? Did he exit the show? What is his current location and occupation? Is his return anticipated in Season 14 of Gold Rush? Hailing from a lineage of gold miners in British Columbia, Carl Rosk inherited a rich legacy, owning an expansive 1,000-acre land that he had mined alongside his late grandfather. Joining the ranks of Gold Rush in 2015, he quickly became a recognizable presence on the Discovery show over the course of the next 7 years. Consequently, devoted viewers of the series expressed genuine concern when Carl was notably absent from the 12th season. Their anticipation for his return was further dampened when, in Season 13, Ness also took his leave from the show, leaving fans without the sight of Carl's familiar face. An unforeseen twist occurred back in Season 11, specifically in Episode 17, when it was revealed that Carl Rosk, a key mechanic on the show, had to abruptly exit due to an emergency surgery. This revelation came as a shock to many fans. Regrettably, Carl never directly addressed his followers about his ailment, which left those who cared about his well-being in a state of uncertainty, given the absence of any post-surgery updates. Nevertheless, it is quite plausible that the dedicated and passionate mechanic had to take a break from Gold Rush to recuperate from the extensive surgery. During Gold Rush's episode on February 19, there was a recap of some of Carl's medical challenges. Flashing back to 2 years prior, the show depicted him contending with a series of tumors. He confided in Rick during that time, sharing the burdens he faced. "I've got a lot of stuff on my plate right now, man," he conveyed. "I have a tumor inside me on my lung, I've got one on my spine, and I've got to get it looked at." Ultimately, the narrator of Gold Rush disclosed that the tumor turned out to be benign. However, it left Carl in persistent discomfort, painting a picture of the trials he had endured. In the current timeframe, Rick located Carl at the Duncan Creek camp, where Carl informed him that he had recently spoken to his doctor. Recounting the conversation, Carl conveyed, "He's insisting that I undergo surgery immediately, no room for negotiation. It's a specialized procedure." This marked a significant ordeal. Carl had to embark on a journey to a hospital in Kelowna, British Columbia, which was over 1,000 miles away, within a span of 3 days for the impending surgery. Initial reports suggested that the surgical procedure did not unfold as initially anticipated. While the original estimate was for the surgery to take anywhere between 4 to 6 hours, it ended up spanning 8 hours for completion. The removal surgery did not progress as swiftly as the norm, but ultimately, everything concluded positively. Adding to the complication, Carl remained uncertain about the duration of his recovery and when he could resume his work. Fans can now breathe a sigh of relief, as Carl recently shared images on his social media accounts, providing a sense of reassurance. In the upcoming Season 14 of Gold Rush, Ness is set to make his return, a piece of news that has piqued the interest of many. Speculation is rife among fans regarding whether Carl Rosk will also rejoin Rick on the show. Ness has taken steps to recruit personnel for his mining claim in the new season. He proceeded to outline his criteria, stating, "In search of skilled and experienced operators available for an immediate start in Canada." Ness also made it clear that individuals from varied backgrounds with prior experience are encouraged to apply. He requested interested parties to submit a resume along with a succinct self-introduction.